and blame politicians for not failing to implement this constitution, that they are too influential. This is a document that has placed politicians in a certain silo. This is a document that has decided that the Kenyan, the Mwananchi, even on the preamble, it's we the people, the sovereignty of the people. Yet, when it comes to citizen vigilance in as far as implementation of this constitution, have we done our role? Or are we sitting comfortably back and saying, politicians have done us bad. Yeah, or this president or the other, they've done us bad.
First of all, thank you. And I think it's a great conversation we're having today, because I've said it a number of times. And I liked how Ken Babu started, but I don't know where he got the mixed up. When he was explaining, when he was giving his opening remarks, he talked about devolution and how county governments have failed. And that is one of the first processes we are taking to hold these people accountable. Because the Constitution gives us the power as the people. And then now we have the work of the president with the executive, then the judiciary, then the parliament. Let me ask you, how many times have you seen a constituency trying to impeach their parliamentarian? It doesn't happen always. But we keep on complaining, these people are not working. We keep on complaining, CDF, where are they taking their CDF money? Even the the governor's budget. But you don't see any person initiating the impeachment, meaning we don't take our role as citizens seriously. When it comes to parliament, let me just take to parliament. And I gave the context of that when I was talking about the 2024 finance bill. It was basically the parliament's failure, because if you're saying the parliament has been captured, that is not the fault of the president. It's the fault of your parliamentarian for agreeing to be captured by the executive, because they have the powers internally. You know, when we're talking about the judiciary and the justice delaying, it's the failure on the side of the judiciary, because how many times do you appear in court and then why do we have mentioning, then after mention, then 6 months you're told the judge is sick, is on holiday, you know, blah, blah. So if we keep on letting these people escape in the name of president, or the president must go, or the buck stops with the president, yes, the president has a role to play in implementing all these things. But we have, this is why we have institutions, and these institutions have a budget for a reason, to do all these things. So if we only start pointing fingers at the right people, then I feel we will be able to implement our constitution fully. If it's the judiciary and we say, why are this not working? If it's when it comes to police, we say the IPOA or the investigative bodies. When it comes to corruption, we say EACC. Why haven't we seen you have arrested so-and-so? Why is this person still running for office yet you have pending corruption cases? You know, so if we just start pointing fingers at the right people and just stop, we have a problem in this country whereby it's easy to get us debating about the wrong thing. Because right now when we're talking about the issue of constitution implementation and accountability, we are running to the president has failed. Yet we forget, down from the MCA, it's a whole rotten system, you know, down from the MCA to the governors, because we realize even down there, they don't have much powers as MCAs. Their job is to stamp what the governors have said. But why are we not talking about these things? Because there's 9 billion to 11 billion, or even more. Some get up to 12 billion annually, going down to the counties, yet we don't see anything happening. You see right now, where I come from in Nyanza, we're talking about marginalization. Yet we forget 90 billion has been sent over the past 16 years.
And that's a lot of money.
And that is a lot of money. Enough, if we might put it on marginalization, but what has your 90 billion done for these 16 years? When it comes to parliament, why do we have people running for the 3rd term, yet we are still talking about we don't have schools in our communities? We want to call President William Samoei Ruto because we don't have a functioning school in Murube, where I come from. You want to
yet you've elected the MP for 3 times over and over.
For 3 times, you know. You want to call President William Samoei Ruto because we don't have drugs in Migori Level 4 hospital, where I come from. Yet we have the governor there who has a budget and is supposed to be budgeting for the health and providing oversight. We want to call William Samoei Ruto because someone was killed on the streets during protest. Yet we have the police, we have the IPOA, we have the judiciary, we have the DCI. You know, these are the people we should, if we are to occupy, we go to Kiambu Road and occupy DCI. We go to IPOA offices and occupy. We go to NCIC. Why are they not bringing Kaluma and Gachagua for their remarks? You know, so if we just start pointing fingers at the right people, I feel as a country, our problems will be half solved.
And I feel
because when you come back to even our CS, the executive now, when you talk about the CSS and the PSS, we also get it mixed up there because we don't know the role of the CSS. We come, we see right now I think I saw a boy being fundraised for to go, I think it's a skater or golf, bring something, and we see running around with pay bills. And we have a minister in charge of sports. You know, why are we doing, these are people representing our country, and then we will say the president is not supporting this boy. Yet we have a minister in charge of sports with a budget to run that ministry. So if we just start pointing fingers at the right people, the buck stops with the president, but it also starts with us.
Yes. One of the fundamental things that the new constitution did is to give the responsibility to the Kenyan.
Yes.